Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So today I will be going over my equipment that I use. So right off the bat, I have a Champion 40, a Fender Champion 40. And for the settings I use for Nirvana, for the bass, I just put it back to 5 here. I just left it at 5. That's why it sounded off, because earlier today I was playing for my next upcoming video. And so whenever I end up playing bass, I end up using or switching off channel 2 and then use channel 1. I have treble at 5 and then bass at 5 for bass. But whenever I play guitar, I have the channel 2, which is on the 6th setting for voice, which is a 65 Princeton. And then I have the gain at 1, and then I have volume. You could set the volume to whatever, but it works best for like 3 or 4. I was playing with 4 earlier. And then I end up having like the treble up, but like I said, I had it off or down to 5 because I forgot to change it. And it doesn't matter for effects. I end up using like a reverb effect. That's all I really end up using. I don't even really use any effects because I have the effects that I have already. So hopefully soon I can get a Champion 100 maybe. Alright, after that, I have my Fender Bullet Mustang. Turn the volume off there. Unplug. Also, I have a strap, a tan strap, which is one of the colors that Kurt ended up using for a strap. I do not know the brand. It might be, I don't know if it's Levi's or not. Yeah, it's Levi's L. Levi's. I don't know if you can really see, but Levi's. And it's a tannish color. And what I'll end up doing once ever I get my Vandalism Stratocaster is I'm going to just leave it on the Vandalism Strat. And then I'll just find a new strap to use for this one. So as before, you can have your 3-way toggle switch, which down is towards the bridge, middle is both of them, and then the neck is up. So you have your 2 main controls here. You got your tone right there, and then you got the volume. I find these easy for volume swells because there's space in the middle right there. This has a hardtail saddle or bridge. My bad. A hardtail bridge, which is no whammy, or tremolo system at all, so there's no give to it. Unlike on the 60s Mustangs, like Kurt would use, where they have it all the way back. Or no, they'd have like basically what it is a Jaguar bridge tremolo system, but it's up here. And it has 2 humbuckers, just Fender humbuckers, because, you can't get really descriptive with that. Your standard headstock comes with like your regular tuning pegs and heads. Has 2 string trees, my bad. So that's the guitar I end up using the most is this Bullet Mustang. Oops. So I have a Uber tuner, which you can tune up a violin, I believe, if I'm correct, or it's a viola, I can't remember what it is. Bass, guitar, or chromatic. I usually leave it on chromatic because, with Nirvana, you have your standard E tuning, then you have your E flat, your drop D, drop D sharp, no, not D sharp, C sharp. I can't remember, it's a whole bunch of tunings. And then that is pretty much it with that. I want to get a tuning or a tuning pedal so I don't have to have the clip on right there. So if I ever do getting like a new I was gonna say Chromebook. Yeah, I don't want another Chromebook. Another computer. There we go. I'm blanking on that. I'll get like a little mini camera, like a little GoPro, and just put it on top like most guitar YouTubers do. And this one also is a, I think it's Imperial Blue. I know I did an entire video on just this guitar, but I thought I'd just go a little bit in depth right here. It's like quick, so it's not going through a whole bunch of stuff that I wrote down on a piece of paper. But then you have I think it's a I think it might be a 3-ply. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe a 3 or 4-ply white. Or is it 1-ply? I can't remember which ply it is. I think it might be either 1, 3, or 4-ply white pickguard. And I don't think I'll ever be modding this besides just like, I don't know what I'd actually use to mod. I probably won't mod it at all. But the next guitar I want to end up getting later on in life is a classic Vibe or a vintage modified, whatever. Basically a Squire Jaguar is what I want to get. And leave the single coil pickups for a little bit, and then I'll switch it out for a humbucker pickup to have that Cobain vibe. And just try to visualize it. Like for the Jaguar, it'll come in with just single coils right there. But later in life, I might want to like mod it to have like dual humbuckers. And then I will, I'll leave like the 2 control knobs. I won't have like a 3, like the Jaguar that Kurt used. I'll probably just end up having it as a I'd probably have it as a chrome curl knobs. And then what else would I have? Probably like 10 gauge strings like Kurt would use. Sorry, I think I hear my cat outside, but I'm not sure. I think he's upstairs. I don't know. I hear meowing. I don't know. Because usually he's in like the window wells area, window cells. Is he outside? No. Oh, he's outside the door. No, I'll just leave the cat for now. So, anyways, oh god, that's loud. Turn you off now, I guess. Or I guess just turn you down. So I want to do a little demo, show you guys. So anyways, for a Nirvana tone for a Boss DS1, you put the tone at like max. You put the tone at max. For studio, the level would be at like 3 o'clock, as you see. And then live, it would just be all the way down at max. And then for distortion, you have it at max. My bad. And then tone, that was all backwards. Tone is at 11. My bad. And I do not have a small clone chorus pedal, but I do have a Boss Super Chorus CH1, I believe. Yeah, CH1. Now, if you do have this guitar, oh my god. This pedal, there's the settings right there that I have that I found would be like close to a small clone that I could get it to. So the EQ level is all the way down at max. Then you have the level is at max. The EQ is at 12 o'clock. The rate I have around like 5 or 4 o'clock, whatever one you want to put it at. I usually have it at like max, so 5 o'clock, and then the depth is at 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3. And then I have oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Power supply, basically. I have a power supply, basically. And if I can get power back on, as you can see, it's pretty cool. It lights up. And let's get my other guitar now. I have them all tucked in a corner over here, if I can show you quick. I have them all tucked in the corner. I have a bass. That's the acoustic case. The acoustic's behind me. And that's the case gig bag that I put the Stratocaster copy in. So this one does not have an exact company. It was a $100 DIY Strat copy. These come off apparently. I just left them on. Anyways, so you have like your regular 3-tone control, or 3-tone. Well, I guess tone, whatever. And then I gotta fix the bridge, as you can see. Oh, I'll probably flip it, be better. As you can see, it's floating. If you guys know what to do, let me know, or how I can fix that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to my guitar store near me and just see what they, what they can do. This is an Ebony, I believe it is called, fretboard, which is kind of close to a rosewood, kind of. And what I'll end up doing is getting a JB and putting it in the bridge. Also, JB is also known as a Seymour Duncan SH4. And I'll get one in black, is what I'll end up getting. And in photos, as you know, Kurt had these two as black tone controls, but I'll leave this one off. And I took the little knob deal for the pickup selector switch and took that off because he had it off. I'll have to get a Stratocaster, a black a black pick guard for the Stratocaster. Then I'm gonna paint it black. I might take this off. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this. And then I'll get like a little Fernandez logo, basically. And that's pretty much it that I'll be doing for this Vandalism Strat. This has 10s on, by the way. So I guess I could give you a little overview, preview, whatever you want to call it. Give you a little demo of it, I could. Oh, they're not even connected in. Hold on. I have my mouse, so I can't pause the video. I know there's pausing a pausing button for the video, but my touchpad dash mouse thing right there, oh, I guess you can't really see it without me closing it, but on the laptop you have that little mouse trackpad thing, and that's completely busted on it. I don't even know what even happened. I think it just gave up on itself. I don't know what happened. I honestly have no clue. That really confused me. So yeah, that doesn't work anymore. They work there. Okay. So I always have it on the bridge because, you know, that's what Kurt ended up using the most. Oh, that's right. It's not even on where it is, but okay. Well, I gotta go this way though. Do that. There we go. Put it at 3. So the picks that I use before I move on, the picks that I use are the Fender Medium, as you can see right there. I do have 2 Dunlop 0.6 millimeters pick, but I just like using the Fenders because they last longer, and that only took me like 2 weeks to basically smooth it down to that point. I know it's pretty bad. I have it in E, so I decided to do the Cars version. For Nirvana, it would be. I tend to use Nirvana's version more than the Cars because the Cars version is kind of hard because of the solo and whatnot. I mean, the solo for Nirvana is a little simple to do, or like a little simple as I say. That makes literally no sense. But basically it's easier than the Cars version. Cars version is kind of hard to do. And then here's the super chorus. And yeah, my guitar is kind of out of tune because of the bridge is floating and it kind of messes up the tuning. Otherwise the tuning would have been fine, but I don't know what to do with it. So again, if you have any suggestions on what I can do with that, please let me know. I want to fix that before I start painting, so if it happens again, I can just be like, oh, I can do this again. What other method you guys tell me to do. And yeah, it is out of tune, and then I know it depends how many people see this, but I'm gonna have a bunch of people like flipping out about it being out of tune, even though it's alright. I mean, it's grunge. I know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to not really rant, but I go to like watch like guitar videos on Nirvana, like covers or just whatever, and then you have them like, oh, it's out of tune. Did you tune it? And it sounds perfectly fine to me. And it's kind of stupid because the whole thing that Kurt did was basically somewhat out of tune. Like, yeah, you can kind of hear a little difference from the... Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I had a call to take anyways. I'm back now, so... Anyways, yeah, I'd hear, like, have a bunch of people saying it's out of tune and whatnot, and then, you know, that's the whole point of grunge. Everything was kind of sloppy. It wasn't, like, total sloppy, like, ooh. It wasn't that, but it's, like, little slip-ups, and, you know, no one really cared. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know why it has to be so perfect. Like, the whole thing of grunge was sloppy. I mean, yeah, you have, like, a bunch of people with, like, pedal boards and stuff like that. I don't even have a pedal board. Not anymore, at least. I used to. It's right over there, sitting right there. A little wooden thing that I had there. A little Ziploc ties or whatever. And I ended up just zip tying them shut, but, like, zip tie them together. Or, like, zip tie them onto the board. There we go. But, yeah. So, and this is what they would both sound like if they were turned on. I can't tell. Does this have, like, 500K pots? I don't know if it does or not. I know on this, on my Mustang, it's, like, weak with the distortion. Like, this is, like, much better with this distortion. Because this actually sounds, like, more distorted. That one's just distorted, but it's not the distortion that you want. So yeah, I think this one has a 50K, yeah, a 500K pots in it, and the difference between the different pots is it produces louder sound. So this one, I looked in my Mustang, it has 250K watts, or K pots, and it's alright. At least I know that, so I think I'll just leave it, but when I get a new Mustang, I'll probably end up putting a 500K in there with a humbucker. So overall, I think I'll end up having like 1, 2, 3, 4 Mustangs basically. This one, I'll probably make a Smells Like Teen Spirit one, and then I'll have the Rose and Ballroom or whatever it was called, I can't remember. But basically in the in Bloom video, of course it's in black and white, but what he was playing was a red Mustang with, I think it was a JB Jr. So it's basically just one of these single coil pickups, but it's split. So I think that's what I'll end up doing with one of them, and then I'll just get a, you know, the typical signature one that Kurt had, the Sonic Blue. Actually, it's a Daphne Blue, it's not a Sonic Blue. And have a red pickguard in it. I'll tell you and show you guys whenever I get the stuff for it. which probably won't happen anytime soon, but hey, who knows. So yeah, anyways, let's get on to the distortion and chorus together. But yeah, that's what the distortion would sound like, and then here's the distortion. Here's the clean. But yeah, that's what that one sounds like. That's what the Stratocaster sounds like. I could show you what the Mustang sounds like. I'm going to start using the pausing feature so you don't have to sit there for 5 hours. That's not even in tune. Hold on. Wherever I put you. I was just playing Endless. I think the last song I played was Endless Nameless, which is really fun to play. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty fun. It's like basically strangling your neck is basically what you're doing. So anyways, so here's the clean. That's the clean. Here's the distortion. The distortion sounds fine when you have it up loud, but I had the Stratocaster at like a 3, I believe. Or is it still at a 3? It's still at a 3, so it's fine. But whenever I had it at like a 2.1 or whatever, it's like dimly quiet. And then here's the chorus pedal. So here's distortion and chorus together. Well, now it does that. Hasn't done that in a while now. So there's that. Now I'm gonna go on to the bass guitar. So I'll be right back. All right, so here's the bass now. It is a PV, I believe it is. I can't remember if it's a PV GTX 5 or 50. Yeah, 500, sure. I believe it's a PV. I can't remember. Or no, it's a GTX. I think I can't remember. I looked it up a long time ago, and I can't remember. This was made in Korea. I believe this was from like either the 70s. I believe this was from the 70s because this is actually my grandpa's bass, and this is from the 70s, and it's basically a precision bass with a white pickguard, a maple neck, and then I had to look on the back to see what it was. A sunburst. I think it's 2 sunburst. I don't see any third color in there. So this is how you normally play bass, is just you would use your fingers. If you didn't know, that was John Lennon's song Imagine. That's the bass part. I honestly don't know what I did with the pick. I probably put it away. Well, I'll get another pick. There we go, another medium. So typically you would either play with just your fingers, or I guess pick this way too. But how Chris plays it, Chris, I can't remember. But you play it down here. I'm still learning bass. I mean, we all learn stuff on instruments. You're not fully 100 complete done, because you can discover something new. So the settings I have it on is at 5 for the treble, 5 for bass, and then I have it set at 2 for the volume on the first volume. That's just for the Champion 40. You can play bass guitars on a guitar amp, just not really suggested to do because the actual speakers on the inside are like thin, and the bass amp speakers are like thick, so they can handle the thickness of the bass, unlike the thin for the guitars. I can't remember the rest of that, but that was I can't remember, White Laced and Strange, I believe, if I'm correct. Like White Laced and Strange. And that was one of the outtakes, I believe. Probably was an outtake or was just played live. I can't remember. But it was on their album after Kurt died, which is With the Lights Out. And it's on, I can't remember, I think it might be the first one if I'm correct. I can't remember which CD it's on. And not a whole lot I can really say about this guitar. I mean, I don't touch the tone knobs or anything like that because once I do, it's an old guitar, so like I'm surprised the pots and stuff are still working. And it is kind of yellowing a little bit right around the top, right around here. But it gets all crackly and then the sound goes away, so I have to putz around and see if I can get it back, and I do end up getting it back. So I just don't really touch it. I leave it in standard tuning, standard E tuning. That's what I just leave it in. And you can use just a regular tuner for it. Also, my advice is, my grandpa has like it might be a new, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be a new bass strap, I believe, bass guitar strap. I actually end up using my tan Levi one, so if yours doesn't hold up, I'd get like a Levi guitar strap, and then it holds up just fine. I don't know how that song goes. So yeah, here's Smells Like Teen Spirit, of course. Repeats the entire song. So that was the GTX 50, and finally basically to end us off is my acoustic guitar, which used to be my uncle's guitar, which is an Epiphone. I can't remember. I don't even know what the model is. An ED-100. I could look that up and see, I guess. I've never really looked up the model name. And I was just playing, blanking the name of it apparently. Something in the Way by Nirvana. And so I had like the drop D tuning something. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it is. Also fun, something I noticed is that Kurt kind of took the Something in the Way from John Lennon's Something, which is Something in the Way, which is what John ends up saying. And then Kurt makes it kind of a sad, depressing song about it. Tuner go, there he goes. So I'll put this in E flat, because that's what they ended up using for, I'm blanking the name of it, but MTV Unplugged, there we go. Also, I don't like to go off on scripts because I don't like to use scripts at all. I just go off from memory, so once I remember something or learn something, I'll try to remember it, and then I'll make it for a video, so just letting you know I don't use that. I don't use scripts at all. Also, I'm just getting used to fingerstyle guitar, so I probably won't be playing any Meat Puppet songs that they played. I can't remember the name of them. I can play somewhat of Like a Fire, but it's not really something I know how to do very well. Song to end us off on the acoustic. I probably won't be doing a cover of that song for a long time because I ended up like screwing it up. Like off of camera I'll be just fine, and then during recording it just really sucks, so I just stopped doing that. I gotta stop doing that as well. I gotta stop quitting. But yeah. So that's what I end up using for my equipment. I guess I can go over the small stuff besides the tuners and picks that I went over. Set this up here. Well, that's where the pick one was, right there. Oops. Okay, let me just move my computer. Alright, I'm up here now. So, what else could I show you? I also have a capo for some Beatles songs or any other songs. Wonderwall. I decided to throw that for some reason. Yeah. So here's what I use. I end up using some Super Slinkies. I'll probably get some Dean Markley, I believe is what they're called. 10 gauges for the strings for the Cobain guitars that I'll end up using. Okay, I gotta get used to this pause button and stuff, because before Chromebooks had the update for pausing videos, you just had to wing it basically, and so I gotta get used to that. Sorry about that. I just moved all the bass stuff over. I just rearranged everything, as you could tell. Kind of. I mean, I just moved the table over a little more. But what I have is an AC30 guitar head mic, or I can't remember what it's called. Head amp, I guess. Headset amp. I'm not gonna get specific on the cords, because I mean they're cables. I mean, I just use cables. Oh, there it is. I have a PV7, which is there we go. Which is, if you can guess, a PV. I have a PV7 microphone, which, as you can guess, is a PV. There's not a whole lot of other stuff I end up using. I also end up using this a little bit. It's more of a gaming headset. Kind of. It's not really good. I can't remember the name of it. What is it? Because it's been a while since I used it. Koshin each. I don't know. It was some, don't want to say Japanese. I don't know what it would be. It came in like a bunch of like Chinese, Asian kind of thing. Language, there we go, their traditional language. I can't remember what they're called. I don't have a whole lot. I end up using this headset the most, is when you see, once I have these on, is there's Sennheiser, and they're noise canceling. I don't really use it all that much for recording purposes. Here's my mic stand that I do not know the name of it all. I actually really like it because I can finally actually do cover songs much better. Yeah, I took it out, but whatever. I haven't used this in a while because I don't have a powered amp or PA. It's gonna come off, but hold on, there we go. Yeah, kind of tough. But yeah, as you can see, it can raise it up, and then there's that. I can just move that up. There we go, there's that. And then I could just twist this back, push that forward, and there you go. Bingo, bango, bongo, there we go. My mic stand right there. It's finally angled so I can actually have pedal room to actually move to hit the pedals and stuff. Because before, as you remember, it was like a straight up one. Again, I haven't used this in a while. It's not even connected. If you want a microphone demo, I guess I can do that. I haven't used it in a while, so I don't really curve it around like most people do, which I should do. Check, check. Nope.
Check, 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 check.
I'll put it up to like a 5.
Check, 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 check.
See?
Check, check.
That was up at around like a 9 or an 8. But yeah, that's what the amps or the microphone sounds like. It's pretty good, I would say. I'll be getting a actual powered amp soon. I believe for Christmas I might be able to get one, and it'll be a Powerwerks one. It was off of Amazon now for $100, which is pretty cheap. Again, people look at $100 and be like, well, that's really expensive. In guitar talk, I'm really cheap. I'm a cheapskate, I guess you can say. But hey, that's what Kurt used. He used cheapo guitars. Oh, and yeah, this extends out too, which I find pretty cool. If I need to be like 50 yards away from the mic, or 50 yards away from the stand. There you go. Move this around quick. I don't remember the cost of this. Holy crap, that's super tight. I don't know why, but that one's really super tight there for turning around. Turn this around again. And one more, there we go. That's good there. I think I'll just extend this out more. Lift it up and then you pull that down. I'm just gonna have it like that. It's more stable. I think you're supposed to have it like that, but I had it up at a different kind of angle. Yeah, it's more stable. But of course it's in storage deal, so I don't need it fully down. If I can even get it up anymore, I can't remember. Ouch, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it that I have. Oh, I'm running out of like actual like musical equipment. I also have like a JBL Flip 4, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, Flip 4. Well, I grabbed the wrong charger. That was not my charger. That was my computer charger. Also, I'm gonna check how much percent I have left. I have a good amount. So we got a trumpet as well. I'm not gonna take that out. I'm gonna upload my trumpet video soon. But I also have a little harmonica, so if I want to do some Tom Petty songs, I could just learn that quick. And then I have a recorder from the 3rd, 4th grade, I don't remember. I can't remember, hold on. That's a poor representation of Titanic theme. I can never get the notes right. Of course, it's squeaky because it's a recorder. That actually hurt my ears back in 4th grade doing that. I also have a mouse that I use. Hold on, let me turn that off quick. It also lights up. But I don't really use it that much because it like drains the battery so much. Oh, it's probably upside down. Azor is A-Z-Z-O-R. It sounds French for some reason. But that's pretty much all I have for equipment that I use for Nirvana. Or just equipment in general. What else could I show off, I guess? Well, I guess I could probably just show off the guitar build ideas, but I mean, you could just look them up yourself. I mean, you can get a broad idea, general idea of what I'm going to be doing. But, so there is a guitar on Fender. It is called a Classic Vibe, which is also the Jaguar. I'm going to get a 70s Jaguar, which is a Squier Classic Vibe 70s guitar. And what I'll end up getting is a Classic Vibe 60s Mustang, which has 2 single coils, which are like split down, going in a slant. They have the little slide toggle switches in and out of phase, I believe, and then the pickup switch. So I don't have this annoying thing I have here. It gets annoying. I've accidentally switched it up during a song once. Not live, thank God. I'll just end up leaving these tone knobs. And maybe I'll end up just putting the little white classic tuners. Tuning pegs, that's what I'll end up doing, or tuning machines, whatever. I'll see what Kurt ended up using for strings, but I know he used 10 gauges, but I don't know if he used 10 gauges on the Mustangs. I know it's for Jaguars, and Vandalism Strat, he used them. But yeah, it comes out with, I think I already told you guys that, but yeah, that's pretty much all that I'll end up doing, and then I'll just get like one that's like a Lake Placid blue, and then I'll have like a stripe going there, and then a stripe going up here to match the composition, spray it down up top there. And then what I'll end up getting is like I'll probably put like a square, I believe, if I'm correct. If I'm correct, I'll put like a square. No. Blanking what it's called, but there's one guitar for Fender that's, I think it's the Player Series, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's the Player Series Mustang. I can't remember which one. I think there's two of them, but it has a variation of Lake Placid blue, and I'll just put like a little stripe here, there, and then I'll spray it up top. And then I'll get like the Fender logo, and then just put that on there in gold, and then of course put like a JB Juniors, which he used. And I think that'd be pretty much all I'd do with that. And then I'd get your Rose and Ball Dash in Bloom guitar, which would be in a red color, and then I'll have, no, get one that's in red, and then I'll have a white pearloid pickguard, no, a white pearl pickguard, there we go. Same tuning pegs, which is the white ones. We'll have the slide deals again. And then we'll just leave the headstock alone for that one. And then nothing for stripes. And then for Kurt's Fender Jaguar, I would end up, or not Jaguar, a Fender, I'm really tired, sorry, a Kurt Cobain Mustang. I'd paint it like a Daphne blue. Get a red pickguard whenever they actually go back in stock for the red pickguard. But, because there's like a custom pickguard website that I like to go on to, which is, I think it's WD pickguards, and it's like custom ones, so you can have like, I don't know, spiderweb, smoke, marijuana one if you want, I don't care. But, or I don't know, my bad. But I'll get like one that's a red pearloid, which is the one that Kurt would have had, and then I'll have a white humbucker, because when Kurt played his Mustang live during Live and Loud, it was a white JB instead of a black one, which is on his signature. I don't ever recall seeing Kurt having a black humbucker with his standard Daphne blue Mustang. And then I'll have the white tuning pegs yet again. I think I'll just use that throughout all of them. If I feel like wiring a whole bunch, I'll probably just get like the white switches, because the Classic Vibe Mustang comes with black, but if I feel lazy, I guess. I mean, I'm going to be taking the single coil off anyways and putting the humbucker there, but yeah. And then I guess I could sell the wiggle sticks or whatever, the tremolo arms, because I don't use tremolo at all. I'll probably just get like one guitar that'll have the tremolo arm, and that's it, because I don't like using the whammy bar, just tremolo arm. It doesn't suit me with all the music that I play. I mean, Nirvana doesn't really use it that much, that I know of at least. I don't really play that many like metal riffs that require me to use a whammy. I think the only one that I ever really use is, I guess, the metal songs that I use, or the metal songs that I use, yeah. Metal bands that I play are Pantera and Metallica, and yeah, I know they use whammy bar, there we go. I'm really blanking. And yeah, I know they used them, but I don't really go that fast. I can't really go that fast or hit accurately. Like, I can go fast, but I can't like go really accurate, be really accurate and fast at the same time. So that's what I'll end up doing with my Mustangs that I want to get later in life, of course. And I think that about does it with the video. So I might not be uploading as much because I have school and stuff like that. In a few weeks I will be off of school for like winter break because Christmas is coming up. Let me know in the comments down below if I should do a Christmas song or just not. But it's up to you guys. I mean, I know like barely any Christmas songs, so that is totally up to you guys. You just let me know what I should do. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Let me know if you have any comments down below, and signing off.